Today is Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. It's December 10th, 2014. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good Wednesday morning. Glad to have you with us.
Whoopee! Yes, we're happy that you are with us this morning. Hope you're doing well. We're going to let you know about some of the things going on around the area today.
That's right. It's a busy, busy holiday season.
It is the holiday season, and I love this time of year. The weather is just all over the place, so we're not even going to try.
From one week to the next, we never know.
One day it's hot, and the next day it's cold. You know, we went through that series of cold and hot, and then cold and hot last week.
Yes, we did.
A few days there last week, but
extreme differences from one day to the next.
And then it'll rain, then the sun will come out, and then it warms up, and then it snows. At the
snows?
Yeah, it snows.
Oh, at lights up downtown.
Yeah, and all that.
Man-made snow.
Oh, well, that counts.
That was not Mother Nature.
December 10th,
yes,
2014. And it was on this day in 1896 that an intercollegiate basketball game was played for the first time as Wesleyan University defeated Yale. And the score, this is basketball now, the score was 4-3. 4-3.
Oh, my goodness.
They played in New Haven.
Oh, my goodness.
1896. On the very same day, each year on the anniversary of the death of Alfred Nobel, the prizes bearing his name are awarded to those persons who shall, this is a quote, those persons who shall have contributed most materially to the benefit of mankind during the year immediately preceding. Alfred Nobel died on this day a long time ago, and the very first of the Nobel Prizes presented this day in 1901 according to the instructions left in his will. He was one of the richest men in the world at the time of his death. He also felt it would be wrong to leave his fortune to relatives. Boy,
really?
Were they mad.
I was going to say, I bet they were some happy campers.
Yes, inherited wealth, he said. He said, inherited wealth is a misfortune which merely serves to dull man's faculties.
Interesting.
So if you're on that faculty, well, you can forget it. Okay.
You're not a happy camper.
That's exactly right, but they were really upset.
Oh, wow.
You know, Alfred Nobel invented dynamite. And
I didn't know that.
He did. He invented dynamite and TNT and all that. And he came up with the prizes, the Nobel Peace Prize and other prizes as well from his, because he was extremely wealthy.
Right. He could give away lots of prizes, except to his family.
Except to his own family. He wouldn't give them anything.
Wow.
Which is, sometimes it works well that way. Birthdays today is Fionnuala Flanagan. She is an award-winning actress. Rich Man, Poor Man, Money for Nothing, Youngblood, Picture of Dorian Gray, How the West Was Won in hard copy. 73 today she is. Also 73 is Tommy Kirk. Tommy Kirk was one of the Disney kids. It doesn't say that here, but I just remember he was one of the Disney kids. The Shaggy Dog, Old Yeller, Tommy Kirk in those Bikini Beach and all those movies. He is 73. Tisha Sterling is 70 today. She was she's an actress also. Susan Day, you know Susan Day.
Yes.
She was the Partridge Family, of course, L.A. Law, and a bunch of other stuff. Blue River, NAS, Sunset Limousine. She's 62. Kenneth Branagh. Anyway, he's 54 today, the actor is. And one of my favorite actors also, Dan Blocker, was born this day in 1928. Hoss Cartwright on the Bonanza series.
Yeah.
Hoss was loved by everyone. The big, lovable guy was 6'4".
Wow.
Weighed 300 pounds. That was his character. They wanted somebody tall and big for that part. Now, he fit it to a T. He was perfect for it. At the time of his death, he weighed 350-some pounds.
Wow.
He died in 1972 at a very young age. He had a heart attack.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was in his 40s, I believe it was. Anyway, 1928, his birthday is today. All right.
Quick question for you.
Oh, question? Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
What's the question?
Your question is today, your Christmas question, which holiday movie is your all-time favorite?
Oh, my goodness. Holiday movie. I have so many.
Do you?
And you're going to hate me for this, but I'm a big Jimmy Stewart fan.
Yep, I figured you would be.
And there were so many stars in the Wonderful Life movie anyway.
It's a Wonderful Life.
It is, and it's shown every year, and it's shown ad nauseum, day after day after day after day, but I love it.
Ad nauseum and Wonderful Life.
I know. Ad nauseum and Wonderful Life do not belong in the same sentence, but I love the movie.
Well, I like the funny ones.
Do you?
I'll tell you which one when we come back from our interviews.
Okay. Today we welcome Cindy Stallard, the occupational health nurse for the city of Goldsboro. Hi there.
Hello, Ellie.
How are you doing?
Wayne, Ellie.
You can call me Allie. You can call me Boulevard. You can call me Street. All right, whatever.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just don't call me late for lunch. All right.
Me neither.
There you go. How you doing?
I'm good.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Well, you can tell by the poster behind us here that coming up, a big blood drive. All blood drives are big, and they're all important.
They are, definitely.
They are indeed. But we want to talk about this one right here. What is that all about?
This is going to be a competition against with the city employees versus the county employees. And this will be our 3rd year doing this.
Oh, here we go again.
So the first year, the city won. The second year,
the county won.
Yes. And so we're hoping we both win this time.
Yes. I hope the county wins. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm a bit biased. Yes,
you
I am.
are. Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
I hope the city wins.
I know. Well, that's okay.
It is.
Good luck.
Because it's because it is a good event. It benefits
a
lot of people.
Yeah. All right. Now this is coming up when?
This is on
January
15th.
15th.
Yes.
All right. That's not too long from now.
No, it's not. There's usually about a month planning. I know there's more than that for the actual Red Cross people.
All right. Now this is going to be held where?
For the city of Goldsboro, our employees are going to be going to the Public Works Maintenance Complex on Klingman Drive.
On Klingman Street, right across from the Animal Adoption and Education Center on Klingman Street.
And it's open to everybody that wants to come and donate.
So if you want to help the city, if you want to help the city, you can actually give blood at the city blood drive location, which is at the city maintenance office on Klingman Street.
That's correct.
And if you want to give blood to the county, yes.
I don't even know where they go for theirs.
I don't either, but we'll find out.
So if you're familiar with donating blood, you know what to do. Drink plenty of water before you come, have a good meal, breakfast or lunch, whatever it is, depending on the time you're coming in. And then afterwards, make sure you drink plenty of fluids as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, what about people who have never given blood? Never given blood.
They are welcome to come.
All right, they're welcome to come. And how long do they have to stay there after they give blood?
About 15 minutes, just to make sure they're not. Yeah, make sure they're not lightheaded.
So
have a donut and some drink.
So it shouldn't take over an hour for the whole thing.
No, it shouldn't.
Okay.
And they'll find out their blood type and start a career of donating blood.
That's right. And how much does it hurt?
There's a finger stick to check our hemoglobin.
Yeah.
It has to be a certain level. And then there's the puncture for, actually donating blood. After you do that, you're good. You're just squeezing the little roll.
It doesn't hurt. You sit there and you squeeze that little ball, and you're talking to people around who are also giving blood, and you're talking to the nurses and the doctors and all those folks, and it doesn't hurt. It's a little prick on the inside of your elbow, and that's it. It doesn't hurt, and you can't get sick from it.
Nope.
You can't get some disease from it. That's outrageous. I've heard people give all kinds of excuses for not giving blood, and none of them are valid except people who cannot give blood for medical reasons.
Right.
People who have been out of the country.
Correct.
For recently. People who have a disease of some sort. But you go through a questionnaire.
Right.
To determine whether or not you can give blood. Of course, now, if you can't give blood, you can still volunteer.
It's a screening when you're going through all those questions to make sure that you haven't been somewhere where they don't accept people going. So the good thing with a donation is they can save 3 lives with 1 donation.
The blood you give, 1 unit of blood, can actually help the lives of 3 people.
That's right.
That is an amazing number.
It is. And
just amazing.
Then you times that by how many pints or donations there are throughout the day, and we save more lives.
So what do we generally, how many on average are we looking for?
They've set our goal for this drive at 33.
At 33. That's almost 100 lives that will be affected.
Yes.
Of course, we want to get more than that.
Well, with the county helps, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. They'll be helping as well.
Okay, your goal is 33, is that right?
Our goal for the city is...
Our goal was probably...
200.
Yeah.
See,
that would
don't
be nice.
The county workers have, they get a check mark or a plus, something for donating?
Sure.
towards their insurance
Sure.
and stuff like
Well,
that.
I don't know if it's towards their insurance, but it goes
Wellness or something.
on their wellness program. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have that. So.
You don't? Well, I'm so sorry. You should be with the county. Scott Stevens just fell out of his chair. Sorry. No, I'm just kidding, of course.
No,
but
I really like my job with the city.
Okay. I know. I'm just kidding here. But yeah, this is, regardless, all kidding aside, this is Thursday, January 15th from 10 a.m. until 2:30.
Right.
Do you need an appointment?
No.
Okay. The city
Appointments
employees do
make
not
it
need
easier.
Yeah.
Makes it so they don't have to wait so long.
Right.
But anybody's allowed to walk in.
And all kidding aside, this is very, very important. This is the gift that keeps on giving.
Right.
This is the gift that actually saves lives. Just imagine the amount of power you have in your blood to save 3 lives. That's an amazing thought.
It is.
It is.
Very
Yeah.
sobering.
It is. It certainly is. People need your help. We're talking about premature babies. We're talking about cancer victims. We're talking about people who need blood for transfusion. We're talking about all those reasons and many more.
We are.
Blood has a shelf life.
It does, unfortunately.
It does. It doesn't last forever. So once you
It's a
give
living
blood,
thing.
and if it's not used right away, which I can't think of a reason it wouldn't be, but you continue having to give blood because it just doesn't last forever.
Some come out
That's
on
right.
January 15th and donate some blood.
Exactly right. All right. Anything else we need to know about Cindy?
No. I'll
That's
even
it.
let county workers come over to the city and donate.
Is that right?
We
Okay.
had
Okay, but now if
ambulance
a county
driver-
goes to the city to donate, does that count for the city?
It does.
Well, we're not going to allow that. We cannot have that. Sorry.
It's all fun.
It is
you
all
know,
in
for
fun.
a
Of course
great,
it is.
great,
Yes, it is.
great.
But the
great
county's
thing.
going to win this one again.
We will see. This might be the tiebreaker.
All right,
All
Cindy,
right.
always a lot of fun.
Thank
you
you.
for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cindy Stallard.
All right.
Our guest in studio today is Staff Sergeant Brandon T. Hall. And Brandon, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Sergeant Hall, you've been at Seymour Johnson how long now?
Been here since April of this year.
April of this year. How long you been active duty?
Been active duty for 6 years now.
All right, and where's home?
Home is Albemarle, North Carolina.
Wait a minute. That's just down the road,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes,
You're
sir.
not very far from home at all, are you?
No, sir. The Air Force brought me around the world and brought me back. So
That's wonderful. Well, give us an idea, if you would, of some of the places you've visited.
I visited, my first duty station was Aviano, Italy, in northern Italy.
All right.
And then while I was there, I did a 6-month tour to Afghanistan. And then PCS to Hill Air Force Base in Utah. And then I recently came back here home to Seymour
Wonderful.
Johnson, North
Well,
Carolina.
Thank you so much for your service.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you very much. Now, today we want to talk about your duties as a fighter wing safety airman, as well as we're going to talk about inclement weather and holiday safety information.
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
What do you have to do with inclement weather?
Inclement weather, all we do is we provide recommendations for Team Seymour to allow them to get home safe and get to see their family during the holiday season and just have them back. So,
Now, that's mainly for Seymour Johnson, is that right? Each
not-
base?
yes, sir. Seymour Johnson, certain weather conditions that you might have here that you may not have unless warmer places like Arizona or California,
Yeah.
or different type of winter weather in, let's say, Utah or other places.
Here in eastern North Carolina, we have more ice than anything else during the winter. We have more ice than we do snow. Occasionally we have a good snowfall, but mainly ice.
Yes, sir. Mainly ice, and that creates its own hazards.
Yes.
Snow, ice sticks to the roads, whereas snow usually dissipates from the roads pretty well, but ice sticks around and
It hangs around a while.
Yes, sir.
It can be problematic. What about during the, what do you suggest to the staff or to the personnel there at Seymour Johnson? How do you prepare them for the winter months, inclement weather, when they're traveling during the holidays?
We recommend that they have do certain preventive maintenance on their vehicle. Make sure that they change out their antifreeze, maybe do a good flush on their coolant system in their vehicle and add new antifreeze, or top it off during the winter months. Make sure you add a windshield de-icer and not just have water in your windshield washer fluid canister, because that can freeze and cause the canister to crack inside your vehicle, and that can also cause problems. We make sure you have the proper air pressure, good tire tread, because if you have bad tire tread, it can cause slippage and things like that.
Right, right. Okay. You've been on active duty for 6 years. A ground safety journeyman.
Yes, sir.
What does that mean? What do you do?
My daily duties entail just making sure airmen on Seymour Johnson are doing their duties and they're doing them safely. We want to, our biggest number one is to mitigate hazards and mishap prevention. We want to make sure that airmen are able to go home to their families each night and are in a safe work environment.
Is it a question I have a list of questions here, and one of the questions is it necessary to have a squadron dedicated entirely to safety?
Yes, sir, there is, because
Why is that?
we're there for the commanders. What we do is we're their eyes and ears out on throughout the base, and what we do is we can relay to them the safe practices that people are using, or places where they need to show more emphasis on and have their airmen do a better job of staying safe.
Why is it so important? Why is it necessary to stress the safety aspect of it?
Our biggest thing is we want airmen to get home to their families. The Air Force's biggest asset is their people. So we want them to be there each and every day and get home to their families. The Air Force has actually started a campaign, a quest for zero, and what they want is a zero mishap Air Force. They want no mishaps in a whole year. That's a hard thing to do, but we think we can get it done.
So the correlations between the holiday season and accidents, is there a connection? Is there a correlation?
There's a big correlation, especially in vehicle accidents. In vehicle accidents, more people are on the road, people are doing more traveling. They're driving longer hours to try and get that family time in before they have to get back to work.
What can people do to mitigate the risks and the accidents, to avoid the accidents?
They can just prepare for their trips. They can use some good risk management. They can sit down, they can plan their trips, they can look at what the weather is going to be, and while they're going down, they can make sure that somebody in the vehicle maybe will have a cell phone or some way to keep up with the weather so they know what they might hit as they're going down the road.
Is there anything that you would suggest people take with them or have convenient in their vehicles as they travel?
Yes, sir. If you're going a long distance, we recommend individuals having an emergency kit. What we recommend them having in that is maybe some blankets, some food and water if you're really going on some remote places. Make sure you have a way, maybe a flare in your vehicle so emergency services can find you. Keep extra cell phone if you feel like your cell phone battery may go dead. And one thing we want to emphasize is if you do get broke down in remote locations, stay with your vehicle. Don't try and go out there and battle the weather by yourself. Just stay with your vehicle, somebody will come.
Sergeant Hall, this time of year, people will go to parties, attend parties, and often there's alcohol involved.
Yes, sir.
What do you suggest, or how do you recommend they handle themselves at parties where alcohol is involved?
We suggest that you just be responsible with your drinking. Don't drink too much, and if you are planning on drinking, have a plan. Don't. When you go out, have a plan and make sure that you have a designated driver of some sort, or if you're going to be staying somewhere, that you have planned that. You don't want individuals that are designated drivers to start drinking, so make sure you promote them, hey, you know what, you're the designated driver tonight, you're not going to drink, and just take care of each and every one.
Did you start out in the Air Force as a safety journeyman, or? I
did not, no, sir. I was an air crew egress, so I worked on the ejection system for the F-16 for 5 years. I'm a recently cross-trained safety journeyman.
Okay, so how do you like what you're doing now?
I enjoy it. The biggest thing I like is knowing that what I do day to day allows airmen to get home to their families. We lose about 1 airman a day in the Air Force, and knowing that I could help somebody get home to their families and save that 1 airman is what I enjoy best.
Is there anything else that you want to tell anybody or to the viewers? Let them give them a personal message, or? I just
want to emphasize how big safety is, how big that we want you to get home to your families each and every day, and that just stress that the airmen at Seymour Johnson, you are the Air Force's biggest asset, or number 1 asset, and we need you to do your job each and every day.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Again, thank you for your service, Staff Sergeant Brandon T. Hall of
Thank you,
Albemarle, North
Appreciate
Carolina.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you for being here. I appreciate it. Today our guest in the studio is Elizabeth Rutland of the Downtown Goldsboro Development Corporation. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks so much for having me.
Well, thanks for being here, Elizabeth. Appreciate you coming in.
Absolutely.
DGDC, one of the busiest offices in Wayne County.
We are.
I'll tell you what, you guys have so many things going on.
We do. We have so many things. Last night we had Downtown Lights Up. It was a huge hit. We had to reschedule it because of some bad weather the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, but we had over 2,000 people there. So
that's wonderful.
it was fantastic. We love people people coming downtown and seeing what all is available for
That's
them.
always a major event.
It is.
Not only lighting up, but then people can take a break and enjoy the downtown businesses and restaurants.
Absolutely.
And then go on to the Paramount and enjoy the symphony.
Yes, the symphony. And so the symphony was this past Tuesday, and other than that, we have Child of a Promise coming up. We have the ballet coming up. We have so many other things that are available there. You should really check out their website.
Okay, now the website for DGDC
Yes.
is?
Downtown, well, you can find it at downtowngoldsboro.org, or you can find it at dgdc.org.
Okay, either one.
Either one.
downtowngoldsboro.org or dgdc.org.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, now you have a new title. Is
I
that
do.
right? What
I
are
do.
you?
Before I was the administrative assistant. I did a little bit of everything.
Right.
Now my new title is Property and Business Development.
Oh, wow.
I'm a specialist. I am here to help anybody who wants to open a business, who might want to relocate their business, or maybe open a second business in downtown. I'm also available to help anybody who wants to renovate a property. We're trying to encourage more just renovations downtown to increase the historical appearance of all of our wonderful properties.
I'll tell you, downtown Goldsboro is really, you're always growing.
We are.
Taking shape. It's
Yeah.
just the historic aspect of the entire downtown area is just amazing to me.
Absolutely.
Always improving.
Yes, and the Tiger Grant is definitely helping a lot with that. As you know, we're our streetscape construction is underway. We're currently doing the westbound lane of North Center Street and South Center Street. In March, it will move over to the eastbound side. And with that, everybody is, I think over the past 2 months, we've had 4 properties close, which is huge. And so because of that, we see that there's a need to go out there and get more people to be buying these properties, because after streetscape is completed, property value is going to go up.
Oh, yes.
So
Yes,
this is
it
a
will.
great time to be renovating those properties.
Putting in new electric lines, power lines, new
Yes.
new pipe,
sidewalks,
and
yeah.
water lines.
All the infrastructure is being moved down
Yeah.
underground,
Underground.
and it's just going to make
That would be
Center Street beautiful.
That's
yeah.
so exciting.
Yeah.
And even though there's construction going on, you can still access all the stores.
All of our shops are still open. All of our businesses are open. And this is a great time to go in. So many of them have deals for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And what better than to shop local, help those local businesses
yeah.
stay open.
We
So
always try to push shopping local because
absolutely.
because it just makes things work better if you buy locally. Here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Let's see. Now we have a lot of other things we want to talk about. You pick. What's
Well,
next?
let's start with selfie with the Elfie. Okay.
What? Selfie with the Elfie?
Selfie with the Elfie.
What in the world?
So this year, instead of doing our festive storefronts
Yeah.
with all of our downtown businesses, we decided to bring out Jolly McJingle, our resident elf, and I have him
Jolly.
here.
Oh, look. Jolly McJingle.
Jolly McJingle. So this is Jolly McJingle, and he is making his way around all of our downtown businesses. Would you like to hold him?
May I?
Absolutely.
Oh, hiya,
You're special.
Jolly. How are you doing there, son?
So he is going to be in a different downtown business Monday through Saturday. It started on Monday. It is going to go all the way through to December 23rd. And then every day on Downtown Goldsboro's Facebook page, it's Downtown Goldsboro, we will have a clue as to where he is. The first person to go find him in that shop or business and to take a selfie with the Elfie and post it using the correct hashtags can win free money to spend in downtown. So not only is he getting people into shops that you may not have ever been into, but then we're going to give you money to go back and shop in those shops.
These are the downtown dollars?
Downtown dollars. So you could win anywhere from $15 to $50.
Wow.
So after you take your selfie, come on by our store or our office, and you'll get to draw an envelope and see how much money you get.
Wow. Well, that's aren't you something?
Yeah.
And this will be, the clues will be where now?
The clues will be on Downtown Goldsboro's Facebook page, and we are under Downtown Goldsboro. That is our Facebook page.
Downtown Goldsboro.
Downtown Goldsboro. And you can also find it on Instagram and Twitter. And you can find all the information out on our website if you need to.
Okay. All right.
Jolly has been a huge hit so far. So
Okay, I'll bet.
yeah, so we're
Yeah.
excited to have him in and around all the different businesses.
Okay.
So, and then in addition to Jolly, we
Yeah.
have our annual trolley rides going on right now.
Oh, now those are fun.
They are. So those are every Tuesday night.
Right.
From 5 to 7, and they will be this year because Jolly's having a great time
Yeah,
with you, Wayne.
whoopee.
Yeah. So the trolley rides are from 5 to 7,
Right.
and they're at the Pure Station at the corner of Mulberry and John Street.
Mulberry and John.
And it's free and open to the public. Last year we had someone propose on the trolley rides.
I remember that.
Yeah, so they're always
How romantic.
fantastic, family experience, all of those wonderful memories.
I remember Kim and I took a ride last year on the trolley, and it was just so much fun.
It is.
It was great.
is.
Yeah.
So we look forward to it every year.
And these are free.
They're free.
And they don't cost anything. Yeah.
No, and a lot of people before and after will either go grab dinner or afterwards they go grab some hot chocolate from a local coffee place. You know, it's a fun experience for everybody. So
I'll tell you, downtown Goldsboro is really happening right now.
Yes.
The shops are great. The
Yeah.
trolley rides are fantastic. The time of the season is just great.
absolutely.
It's just a lot of fun being downtown.
And one thing we definitely want to do is thank all of our sponsors. You know, it's the end of the year, and this is a time we really are thankful for so many things. But if it weren't for so many of our sponsors, we wouldn't have been able to put on so many of these events. One of them is the trolley rides.
Right.
And every event has sponsors, and we can't do that without their support. So we'll actually start a new sponsorship drive in January, but before we get to that, we need to thank all of the ones that sponsored us this year.
Okay, outstanding. Let us go back one moment, if you will, please, to someone who may be interested in acquiring a business or a building downtown. They contact you about this?
They can contact me. We have a couple of incentives. One is a facade grant. One is a business incentive grant. We will reimburse you money if you make improvements to the front facade of a building, or if you choose to open or relocate a business to downtown, we could give you $4,800 to do so.
Wow.
And I can walk someone through step by step all of those things that they'll have to do. There is an application. You can find part of it on our website, or you can just come visit me and I'll give you an application and walk you through it.
That will be the way to go.
Absolutely.
It's so easy, so simple. And you're on John Street?
We're on John Street. Our address is 219 North John Street. We have a bright yellow door.
Yes, you do.
And we are directly behind City Hall.
Right,
So
right
we
behind
love
City Hall.
visitors.
All right, and just in case anyone wants to know the phone number, the
Yes.
phone number is?
This phone number is 919-735-4959.
Great. Elizabeth Rutland, who has a new position with Downtown
Absolutely.
Goldsboro Development Corporation, DGDC. Go to dgdc.org or downtowngoldsboro.org.
Absolutely.
And we thank you for being here today.
Yes, thanks, Charlie.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
All right, Elizabeth, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And we are back here on Wayne Goldsboro Television, and hope you enjoyed those interviews.
Absolutely.
Very informative. Good stuff there.
So, favorite Christmas movie?
Okay, I had mentioned, I guess my favorite Christmas movie was It's a Wonderful Life, even though you really get tired of it after a while, but it's still my favorite.
Yep.
Do you have one?
Well, not really one, but I just enjoy laughing.
Yeah.
And so I like funny movies. I like comical movies
Right.
that sort of, you know, it's just really lighthearted fun. So all the Tim Allen Santa Claus movies
Yes.
are just fun.
Yeah.
They're, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
it's just a little bit of playfulness, and Tim Allen's always kind of funny to me anyway.
I like
so.
those movies too.
Yeah, I just love to sort of sit back, eat some popcorn, enjoy, relax. Makes me feel like I'm in the holiday spirit.
So many.
Yeah,
But
there's tons of them.
I even like The Grinch.
I do too.
Who Stole
I
Christmas.
do too. I
like
love that one.
Yeah,
and try to watch it at least once a Christmas season
Yeah.
or holiday
yeah.
season.
But there's so many, but you know,
Yeah,
Oh,
Miracle on 34th Street is a classic.
that is a classic. I'm a big
Classic.
Natalie Wood fan.
Yeah, me
and,
too.
And all those movies, anything from the 40s
Yeah.
and 50s, and 30s, 40s, and 50s. I am a big fan of anything made in that.
Well,
during that
some of the
time.
channels, the television channels, you know, when you turn it on, you're going to see non-stop Christmas movies.
That's right.
And on the radio, you hear non-stop Christmas music.
That's good.
And we all have our favorites
Yes.
that we like to listen to. But Harry Connick Jr.,
Oh yeah.
love some Christmas music from him.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He's
Yep.
quite the talent. But I like
He is.
I like Christmas music as well.
I do too. I
All of
enjoy it.
Yeah.
sort of puts you in the mood.
Pardon, I'll
That's
reach
what
over
it's
here.
supposed to do, I guess.
Grab a sip of water.
I understand. Well, don't forget, this weekend is Jingle in the Park. Friday
Is
and
that this
Saturday.
weekend?
It's this weekend.
Okay.
It certainly is. From 4 until 8. Everything is free.
All right.
Other than the new great big ice skating rink.
Oh yeah, you got an ice skating rink and
Goldsboro.
I can't believe that. I've got to see that.
I know. You feel like you're at Rockefeller Center.
I know. That's right.
But yeah, it's $5 to rent the
Is that
ice
all?
skates and to be able to skate as long as you like. $5.
$5. How about
That's
that?
right. So come on out and enjoy. 4 to 8 p.m. My goodness, Santa Claus will be there. Christmas movies, and it's a great big, huge inflatable movie screen outside.
Yeah.
They'll have bonfires all around, and they'll be providing you things to make s'mores. The Kiwanis miniature train will be running free of charge.
You know that train's
During that
been
time
running
frame.
since the early 50s.
I know.
Since the early 50s, and the Kiwanis rebuilt that thing and brought it here, and it has done
That's
an
right.
amazing job. It is so much fun and so entertaining. And it's not just a little tiny train, it's a big train that goes at good speeds,
It sure is.
and everybody seems to love the Christmas.
And the Kiwanians
the
take
train.
turns being the conductor.
Yeah, but just be careful when Bob Hill's on there.
He'll love that.
That's right.
He'll love
That's
that.
right.
So gosh, lots of things happening this weekend. You've got
Oh,
the Jingle
yeah.
in the Park,
Oh,
both nights, Friday and Saturday. You've also got a Christmas Carol happening at the Paramount Theater, put on by Center Stage.
That's right.
So lots of things to choose from, whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you happy.
The most wonderful
Time
time
of
the
year. You gonna sing it for us now?
No, I'm not going to. No, the most wonderful time of the
you go.
year.
Very good.
No, I'm not.
Silver bells, sing that one.
You
No,
sing
I'm
Silver
not
Bells
gonna
for
sing
us?
Silver Bells. No, I don't. I'm not a singer. I don't sing.
It is a fun. You do look. You sang. You proved when you were Elvis at United Way's
Oh, that wasn't me.
fundraiser. When you were singing on stage, it was beautiful.
No.
You did a great job.
Oh,
have a very good
you're
voice.
very
So it's
kind.
time for Silver Bells.
I appreciate that. Well, today's the 10th. Today is
Yes, it
Dewey
is.
Decimal System Day.
Dewey Decimal
Whoa!
System.
Yes. Get the point.
Yes. You're so
Okay.
good.
Human Rights Day, Jane Addams Day. Boy, she was a great person. And Nobel Prize Day. We mentioned that a few minutes ago.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
I guess that's going to be it for today,
I believe
right?
so. We want to thank Seymour Johnson Air Force Base for sending someone to represent them as well as the DGDC.
Yeah, the Staff Sergeant did a great job. Yeah. All right, we're going to do this again tomorrow. We'll be back on Thursday at the same time, same place. So join us then for Wayne Goldsboro Television. Until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.